Warning, the views and opinions expressed in this video are not those of a health professional. Please make sure to consult your physician before beginning a new health regimen. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome biggity back, y'all. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this dress looks familiar, it is. I recorded my weigh-in Wednesday video in this dress, and I'm recording this second part to it in this dress too. Wasn't changing clothes. My name is Kelsi if you're new here, and I talk about my VSG journey. It's my hope that through these videos, you're able to find the answers to questions you're looking for, or the path to choosing surgical weight loss is made that, how am I gonna do it with one hand, that much easier. As I promised you guys, this is the second part to my 5-month update video. And I told you guys I was gonna answer 50, count them, questions from you guys that have either been asked on YouTube videos, or you guys have DM'd me, or they've been left on my Instagram post where I say, hey, you guys, ask me questions. So I had those questions typed up here in some very small font. Let me show you guys how small this font is. And it's 3 pages long. We're going to be here forever. Look at it. It's so small. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. If you guys are interested in knowing what my current weight is, going back to the first part of this video, I'll drop that bomb there. All right, number 1. How did you feel after having your first drink? I'm giving myself 8 months till I try, but I'm so curious already. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I didn't care for it. It burned. The alcohol, any alcohol that I've tried from that point, it burns. It filled me up quickly. I couldn't eat the food the way that I wanted to. And I felt like I got a little bit of a buzz immediately. So when I just felt like it was empty calories, I felt like it was an empty sugar that I was putting into my body. Y'all, I guess, I'm eating to live now. And so I want to, it's just a natural thing for me to maximize the space that I have to eat, because I just want it to be for food. I don't want it to be for alcohol. And I get it, it's just a liquid and it'll kind of subside, but it made me feel kind of full. So it's not something that, I feel like I'm going to gravitate to often, but maybe in a social setting, I will, get a cocktail. And I wasn't able to finish that at all. I felt like if I did, I probably would be down on the floor, because they made it, they was a little heavy handed on the pour.
2 shots of vodka.
I don't know where I felt like I get a little drink around here, do you, bud?
But yeah, it was okay. It was all right. Random question. Have you started working out? If yes, at what month? I wouldn't say work out. As you guys know, I walk 30 minutes a day at work, on my lunch break, and I also ride my bike. I also swim. My neighbors are such gyms. I don't know if they watch my videos, but they travel a lot, and they have a pool, and they're like, hey, if y'all want to use our pool, you're more than welcome to. Come on over, our casa, su casa. So I get out there and I swim, and I enjoy myself for a few hours. I would say I started bike riding at 4 months, definitely. It was 4 months post-op. Walking, I was doing it like early 3 months. I mean, y'all, I was killing it. I feel like I've kind of laxed up a little bit because I just have so much going on. But I feel like 3 months I was at least walking. But I don't have a strict workout regimen. I'm not going to a gym, none of that. 4 pounds in a week, that's great, girl. How tall are you? I'm 5'3". Also, have you been doing the biotin the whole time, or did you just start in response to the hair loss? Thank you for candidly sharing. You're so welcome. I feel like that's what I'm known for. I feel like I'm very candid, I'm very open, I'm very honest. I've been taking biotin since, I feel like when did I show you guys? I'll have to go back and look, but I think it may have been my 3 or 4 month post-op video where I debuted this thing. I've been taking this Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nail gummies. I just added in the Berry Melts biotin. I would say when I started partnering with berry milk. So about a month I've been taking biotin from berry milks, but I would say about 3 months I've been taking biotin in general. It wasn't in response to the hair loss. No. Can you do can you do a meal plan for 6 weeks and beyond? Yes. It's gonna take some time. I have to work on that. Y'all, that I'm gonna tell y'all, those cook with me videos, them things they're so hard because I prefer to do a voiceover type video because trying to talk and cook, it's just weird for me. And there's just a lot that I have to crop out and, whatever. So yes, I want to do a little cooking series. I do have a video coming up where I did a meal prep for me. So if you guys are interested in that, it'll be coming out soon. I don't know when. Don't hold me to it just yet, but it's coming. I just don't know when. Let's see here. What type of protein shakes do you drink? Is there a certain brand you get? Of course, I'm using the Premier Protein. I typically only drink the caramel and the cafe latte now. I used to really like the banana and cream, not so much. I do want to try the peaches and cream. I've been looking for those and I can't find them. So if you guys know where some are, if you guys see them all the time, the peaches and cream, let me know because your girl loves anything peach. All right. What diet did you try for, what diet did you try for months and only lost 10 pounds? I really like you, so candid. Is you being a shady lady? See, the insecurity in me wants to be like, this person's being shady. But I am going to answer in an honest way. I'm sure you're not trying to be shady. That's just me being insecure. With me having PCOS as my precursor to my surgery, losing weight is almost impossible for me, it was almost impossible for me. Hang on, I gotta get a drink of water. Hope y'all got some water, because Lord. Oh. I've only answered 6 questions and my mouth is dry. Let's see here. Keto, I've been a keto dieter for many years and I would struggle to lose weight. I'm talking like I'd be out here huffing it and I'd lose 10 pounds in 2 months. And the PCOS, the insulin resistance really made it was like an uphill battle all the time losing that weight. I can't keep my dress straps up, y'all. This dress done got too big. Okay. Next question. What is your Facebook group name? It is One Bite at a Time over on Facebook. I put my link tree in the description box. You can go to my link tree and it has all of my social medias and also the Berry Milk Healthy Hair Bundle link. Did you basically lose 75 pounds in 5 months? Absolutely. About 5.5 months. So I don't know how much I was at the beginning of my 5 months, but yes, in 5.5 months, I have lost 75 pounds. Oh, Kelsi, what is the name of the protein powder you use? Thanks. You're welcome. It is Isopure. I get it from Walmart or online at Amazon, and I do use the clear unflavored kind. Fantastic powder. You're looking great. You're looking great, girl. Congratulations on the weight loss. How far out are you? I'm getting closer to my approval. I am too geek. Thank you so much. You guys make me feel so good. I am 5.5 months out. Thank you for the congratulations on the weight loss. Hang on. And congratulations to you for getting closer to your approval. I'm so happy that you're taking these steps to change your life. Hi, Kelsi. I've been watching you for a while now, and I love your videos. I don't know if you will see this, but I was wondering what vitamins are you taking now, or if you have made any changes. Thanks. No, I haven't made any changes since early in my post-op, before Berry Milks even contacted me. I have been using Berry Milks. I take Berry Milks D3, B12, biotin, and the multivitamin with iron. I also take the Nature's Bounty. I got my little stuff over here. The Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nail gummies. I've been taking these every day, for a while now. As I've mentioned in previous videos, if you guys are interested in trying Berry Milk, I am going to link the Healthy Hair Bundle information down in the description box below. Berry Melts was nice enough to gift me a promo code for you guys that will get you 20% off of any order of the Healthy Hair Bundle and any single product that is not auto renew. If you guys are interested, I love Berry Melts. I'm telling y'all. Listen, now, you know, I got a DM the other day and they're like, oh my God, these taste like vitamins. The way that you talked about them, I didn't think they were going to taste like vitamins.
What?
They're vitamins. Like, at the end of the day, they're vitamins. They're still going to taste like vitamins. If it walks like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a duck. So if it comes in a bottle that says multivitamin and it, you know, it's a vitamin, it's going to taste like a vitamin. I'm not saying they don't taste like vitamins. I'm saying that they have a better taste than many of the vitamins I've tried before. And I do feel that they, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting what I need from them. They do not have a harsh taste. To me, they remind me of a sweet tart. They're very good. My favorite is a D3 because it's apple flavor. And the biotin is like a strawberry. It's really good too. But listen, they're really good. 20% off, just order one bottle. If you're afraid to order a big amount, order one bottle at 20% off and try them. Give them a try. If you don't like them, that's fine. You know, it doesn't sit well with everybody. Everything doesn't work for everybody. But listen, give it a try. You never know. Woo, I love your YouTube. I will be having surgery on the 28th. You keep it so real and raw. I truly love that about you. Also, trying to join you on your Facebook group. Curious, do you struggle with bad breath, or is it just a side effect that is only during the beginning of surgery? I still struggle, and I think it has to do with the ketosis state of the body. I'm not necessarily sure, but the way that I've been able to combat that, I do make sure I have my little fresh breath kit that I take with me to work. It has my toothbrush, my little mouthwash, and my of course, toothpaste and some breath mints that I keep with me. And that's just to prevent me from having butt breath and being in somebody's face. I don't think that there's any, y'all, my ears. I don't know what it is about this weave. It's driving my ears crazy. I don't know what it is about the surgery, but look, I've been out here like, you know, when SpongeBob ate the onions and his breath was just like, that's...
Hi, drummer. Hi, guy with the cymbals. Hi, trumpeter. Hi, tambourine girl.
That's how I feel. I be out here. So I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if there's other people that struggle with bad breath, you know, after a certain time. I know for certain when I would drink those protein shakes, baby, the breath that would come out of me. So I don't necessarily know if it's just me or whatever. When can you safely soak in a pool or the spa after your surgery? I was told not to do it until my incisions healed completely, which is about 3.5-4 months for me. I didn't get in my whirlpool tub until then, because I'm a scaredy cat, and I was worried about, you know, messing things up or my body reacting a certain way. I don't know. Just follow your surgeon's orders. I love your hair. What products do you use, if you don't mind me asking? No, of course I don't mind you asking. I use Mane and Tail. I've been using Mane and Tail for years. I did for a while use just the original Mane and Tail. This one is the Herbal Grow, because I'm struggling with, you know, my hair loss and stuff like that. And this is like a staple for me. And I also do the VSG protein treatment, and this is just the balancing moisturizer, and the keratin treatment from VSG. And I did that before my surgery, but definitely making sure that I'm about that life now. Hi, Kelsi. I love you. I love your channel and follow you on Instagram. Do you have a video where you talk about all the vitamins you take? No, but that is a good idea. I'm going to circle that because that would be a great video, just so that you guys know, I guess, what each vitamin does and why they're important. Thank you for that. Where did you get that tiny pill organizer from? This thing right here. I got this from Ross for $4.99. I am seeing some on Amazon. If you guys are wondering why these are missing, I basically just threw them in the floor. I didn't mean to. These things typically go for like $25. I know my Level 10 Life, she has one on her channel that's really, really, really cute that I really wanted to get, but I was like, I just can't spend that much money on one. So luckily I looked up and got one at Ross when I was with my bestie. Let's see here. I'm dealing with food aversions. Have you or anyone else? I'm 3 months post-op. I don't know if you meant addictions or aversions, but I'm going to go with addictions. No, I'm not dealing with food addictions. I'm just dealing with the food addiction in general. I struggle with that, period, because I struggled with it for many, many, many years. But there's nothing that I'm just not able to not resist. I don't eat certain things because I don't want to feel bad, but then there are times when I eat things I'm not supposed to because I just want it and it doesn't matter if it's gonna make me feel bad or not. And that's the addiction part. What's the name of the support group? I would love to join. It's One Bite at a Time on Facebook, which is also linked in the description box below. Sweet cravings, emotional, a few pounds gained. Could it just be PMS? You're usually so disciplined and such an inspiration. Don't beat yourself up. You got this, sweetie. It's not going to be PMS because I don't get a period. Every now and then, I think I got a period at the beginning of, or the end of May, the beginning of June, but I don't PMS. I don't know. I don't know if you can PMS without having a period. I'm not necessarily sure. Are you in therapy for the eating disorder? I'm just starting the process and have surgery, and I'm looking for a therapist to help with those exact issues. Yes, I do speak with someone twice a week. I do therapy for my food addiction, and it has helped me very much. So I don't want to talk about that on my YouTube. I think that certain things you can't just put out there all the time because we have to be conscientious of what we put out there. I love you guys, but there's certain things that I can't disclose about my life. Are you losing a lot of hair? Not up until recently. I feel like I've stated before, I was okay until the last time I took my wig off, and it was just like, boom, bald spot. So I've definitely amped up my intake on vitamins, and I am no longer wearing wigs. These are clip-ins, which I really, really like. I feel like they are going to protect my hair better and give my hair the ability to grow and repair. I'm also doing, are you naked? You did that on purpose. So I am doing the biotin, the mane and tail, and the protein treatment to strengthen and revive my hair. Hey, quick question. Why can't you eat and drink at the same time? Is that for everyone or just your body's reaction? For me, when I was in my surgery and I was learning about surgery, my nutritionist was talking to us about the do's and don'ts after surgery. She was like, don't drink and eat. So I just haven't. I don't like the way it makes me feel. And like I said, you know, when it comes to drinking, I want to save that space for food, and I feel like if I drink, it takes up room at that moment for food, and I'm just greedy, and I want to, you know, we can only eat this much, and by God, I'm gonna eat that much. And so I feel like if I drink at the same time, I feel like I'm like, you know, floaty, and I don't want to feel that way. Blech, it's gross. Do the berry melts have a chalky taste? Not really, but they are vitamins, and they taste like vitamins. But the vitamin taste is not strong. It's not overpowering. I, in the beginning, was taking the Celebrate multivitamins. Listen, them things almost took me up out of here. I really felt like I couldn't do it. The vitamins were like a deal breaker for me. They were horrible. Oh my gosh, they were horrible. And that's when I, you know, got on my little tangent about finding, you know, vitamins, and then I found berry melts. And since then, I ain't put them down. I'm in love. They're mine forever. Okay. Where do you purchase your panini, my heart of palm noodles? I got them from Publix. If I can find out, you know, where, I will. And then they also have them at Sprouts. They are called palmini, which is a heart of palm noodle. Do you still have stinky breath problems, or does it disappear when you eat full meals and snacks in between? Also, I can't seem to catch the name of the noodles. What were they called? They look super good. For me, I can tell a difference in my breath if I eat more, if I eat like, you know, throughout the day, or like if I drink a protein shake for the morning, I have to follow that up immediately with some water. And this is just it's literally just water. It's a color change cup. Let's see. See? So if I follow it up with some water, my breath doesn't smell as bad, but yeah. How will I know I'm full? I haven't had the surgery yet, but I'm usually either full or hungry / kind of still not full right after I eat, which is weird, or I feel stuffed. I've never just felt like, oh, yes, I'm so full. I'm so nervous after surgery. I'm so nervous that after surgery, I won't be able to tell. Listen, if I don't know nothing, I know that you're going to be able to tell when you're full. I know when I'm full because my body's like, oh, no, don't put another bite in me or I'm going to throw up. Like, it won't let me. And there's times even, just because I'm a food addict, I'll feel full. But my brain's like, oh, you've only eaten a half of whatever, take another bite, take another bite. And so I go to take another bite, and my husband can tell you, I will chew it up and I will attempt to swallow, and that throw up feeling comes, and I'm like, spit it straight out. And that's just me because I don't, it's happened to me one time, and I ate like 2 pizza rolls, and my body was like, yeah, we finna throw up. So I didn't like that feeling because number one, I don't like the way throwing up feels. I don't like that like sensation of just like, I don't want it. So I try not to do things to make myself feel like that. Can you talk about your menstrual? As I stated, I'm not consistently having a period right now. I pray, that things regulate with my body. I do have an appointment with my gynecologist later on in August, where I am going to try to experiment with another birth control to see if I can get back regulated. But this has been a struggle for me for many years due to my PCOS. I mean, it just is what it is, y'all. Not having a regular period is not abnormal to me. So, it is what it is. Could you have done keto without the VSG surgery? I'm trying to decide if I should do keto or get the VSG surgery. Of course, I could have done keto without having the surgery. I had done keto without having the surgery. But the difference is this is a lifestyle change that I have no control over. I have to change with my body or I was going to be sick all the time or whatever. With keto, I can do keto, but I can also choose or go grab an ice cream from Sonic or, get a double cheeseburger on the way home and hide the paper in my purse. Like I could really do that. But on this diet, this tool, this game changer, I can't do that because I don't have the ability to. My body is not going to take it. 2 totally different things. Now, I'm not, telling you, hey, you definitely should have the VSG done. If you choose to just do keto, you choose to just do keto. It's your journey. It's your body. Whatever you want to do, that is what matters. How long did it take for you to be able to eat lettuce? I was eating raw vegetables probably the end of my 3rd month, maybe even a little earlier. Your girl was out here trying to eat bell peppers because I love bell peppers. I love, especially like the little sweet peppers. Listen, I love them and I eat them now. In the beginning, I had a little trouble with them, but as time progressed, this stomach of steel, baby, I can basically eat anything except for the few things I've named. This is really helpful. Did you know if it's hard to keep up the routine when you are working full time, do you have any strategies? My biggest strategy that I feel has been like tried and true for me, meal prep. Meal prep is very important because if you don't have your meal prepped and you go to work or you go wherever, pack your snacks, pack your stuff that you're going to need, because if you don't have it, you're going to eat stuff you don't need. And it's going to be detrimental to your weight loss and also to your body. You don't want to introduce your body back to things that you've put it to the side or put away or moved on from in life, because I feel like, your body begins craving them again, Let's see here. Some of these I'm not going to do because they're repeat questions. Did you lose any weight before surgery? Because I'm having a hard time trying to lose my 20 pounds. I didn't lose a pound before surgery. I actually gained weight. Being stubborn, being a food addict, out here having a 6-month-long food funeral, I actually gained weight. Yes, sir. Go ahead. I mean, I'll cut it out.
I'm coming back.
Okay. So no, I didn't lose any weight before my surgery, and I wish that I had. I wish I would have put myself to the test. I wish I would have held myself accountable, but I didn't. I can't go back over that bridge. It's been crossing. That water has kind of like washed that bridge away. I can't go back to that part of my life, but I wish that I had of. Any advice to someone considering VSG? Listen, do your research. Make sure that VSG is for you. Ask questions. Ask people you know who have had it questions. Become members of groups on Facebook. Go to online seminars. Watch YouTube videos. Get all of the knowledge that you can before you have your surgery, because it's important that you have it. It's like a guidebook. Your mind is going to be a guidebook as you're moving throughout this process. I wish that I had have done more research. You know, it's hard to believe. I did so much research. I watched videos with my husband. You know, we asked each other questions. I asked people in my life that have had the surgery. I know I asked a million questions. And some of these people are so fantastic because they answered the same question for me, I feel like, over and over and over again. And they never made me feel like I was bothering them. They were fantastic. I reached out, they answered my question, and I feel like I would reach out a week later and be like, hey, so, and they're like, yeah, and they would just give me the answer again. And I would go back and look at those conversations. I'm like, I keep asking these people the same questions over and over and over again, and they ain't said nothing. Do your research, ask your questions, feel your mind. Make sure that you know what you're stepping into before you do, because this is definitely a lifestyle change. This is definitely something that's going to be a new way of life, and it doesn't just happen overnight. Any regrets? The only regret that I have is not losing weight prior to surgery and not doing this sooner. I wish that I would have given myself the ability to lose this weight, or to feel the way that I feel 5 years ago, because I feel like I wasted so much of my time fighting my weight battles and fighting so much when this, was a door. This was an option for me, but I was scared. Did you get constipated after surgery? And if so, what do you use to keep yourself regular? I do use the Docalax soft chews, and yes, I am struggling now with constipation. I don't know if it's because maybe I need to up my water intake, but I'm like, Lord, I'm at 80 ounces of water a day. I can't take no more water. So I have followed up with my surgeon in regards to that to make sure that something isn't going on. I do Docalax soft chews. I have a clear fiber supplement, and sometimes I'll take like a women's, constipation or a laxative, just to kind of get myself back regular. What's one thing I need to pack in my hospital bag? I would definitely take a blanket. That's what I took. Everybody thought it was funny, but for me, it was a security thing. I didn't have anybody there with me. I had my surgery in the height of the pandemic in February. The regulations were still so strict here that you couldn't have anyone in the operating or in the waiting room or whatever with you. My husband literally dropped me off, and you see him sneaking by. He literally dropped me off, gave me a kiss, and wish me well, I'll see you in a little while. So me having the blanket, and I didn't tell him this, I actually sprayed a little bit of his cologne on my blanket because it made me feel like I had him there. Because being alone before a major surgery, it is horrible. I think about the moments, like, when they're willing, because, literally mine was outpatient. So I sat in this little room, and, the nurse came, she talked to me, she gave me all this, I feel like she gave me 95 nausea pills. And I took them all, and she talked to me, and they came back about an hour later. My surgeon came and gave me like an elbow bump. And I was getting rolled back to the OR room, which was literally, I swear, like, here's the room. And it was like maybe 50 feet to the right. And so I get in there, and the anesthesiologist is talking to me, and he's like, all right, well, whatever, I'm gonna, if you have a metallic taste in your mouth or whatever, it's normal because of the anesthesia. And it was like, at that moment, it was one of the scariest moments in my life, because I was like, Lord, I don't know if I'm gonna wake up from this. And, I made my video, the fear of dying during VSG surgery. That was a very, sensitive and tough topic for me to talk about. But, like I said, it was a fantastic experience. I went to sleep and I woke up like, okay, and it felt like nothing happened. Yeah. So I would definitely pack something that is sentimental to you. For me, it was a blanket. It was definitely a shield for me, and having that there and having my husband's cologne sprayed on it. it did the trick for me. Let's see here. Have you had any weak feelings or dumping? There are some days where I feel weak, and I don't know if that's just chalked up to me needing to eat. But sometimes, yeah. Dumping, I think in the beginning, but since then, not necessarily at all. I'm telling you, I really think I'm one of them people that can pretty much eat anything and that doesn't dump. Cake makes me dump. Cake makes me dump. And it makes me feel very, very, very sick. Not necessarily like poopy, but just like nauseated. And I am update, steak is not having such a bad effect on me. So I think it's just cake. I don't know if it's like the sugar content in cake, but your girl can't do cake. It makes me feel like absolute shit. Let's see here. How do you fight the feelings of wanting to eat when you're bored? I drink water. A lot of times I'll just give me something to drink or give me some water, pump some Crystal Light in there. And I know some people say that Crystal Light spikes their craving for sweet. Not for me. But I am going to tell y'all this. I was a sweet eater before my surgery. And I have definitely changed to a salty eater. These right here, these going to be the absolute damn death of me. This bag is like, not a one-time like sit-down bag. I bought these because once a week I give myself like a fourth of a cup to half of a cup of these that I eat at work and then throughout the day. But these things right here, these are my guilty pleasure. I love them so much. But before my surgery, you couldn't pay me to buy a bag of hot Cheetos. And now I'd be like, oh my God, I went in Kroger just to get these. Didn't get nothing else. Just these. I love them so much. I crave them. I want them. Like, it's a craving. Like, the weirdest stuff ever. That's, for me, that's new. For me, that's weird. But I feel like I have to give myself some grace. I have to feed that little bit. I do well. I eat well. I don't eat more than I'm supposed to. I try to stray away from things that are not, good for me. But then right there, I give myself anywhere between a fourth and a half a cup that I eat once a week over a period of a day. I mean, it's worth it. Let's see here. Did you have to take shots in your stomach when you got home? I don't necessarily know what you mean. I don't know if you're referring to like maybe a diabetic thing or anything like that. No, I am pre-diabetic. I don't know if I am anymore. Pre-op, I was pre-diabetic. I didn't have to take insulin or anything. I never hit the stage where I was on insulin or needed any type of medicine of that nature. So no, I didn't have to have shots in my stomach when I got home. What exercises have you incorporated into your regimen? I do walking, I ride my bike, and I do swimming. I think I've answered that 10 times now. How's your confidence? Did you ever have any issues with it? I've struggled with my confidence all of my life. Confidence has been something that's been, a uphill battle for me. As I told you guys, there's been times in my life where I've just never felt good enough. I've never felt like I mattered enough or that I was, just an important part of anyone's life. And as an adult, I struggled with that. I struggled with, being big, and I felt like my weight preceded me, and it made me, withdraw and not be as open and, just in your face. And I think it affected, my ability to do my job in certain, professional circumstances, because I would used to have to do trainings with my other position, and I never wanted to talk in front of people. I never wanted to stand up. I never wanted to be all the attention on me because, number one, I was big. And so I felt like that's the first thing people see about somebody is that they're big. And so it just weighed so heavy on me. But after the surgery, or, my confidence has definitely grown. I'm not the most confident person in the world now, but I definitely feel much better than I did 6 months ago. It's an amazing feeling. It's fulfilling. My husband tells me all the time that I look good and that I'm sexy. And that means a lot to me because it fuels that uncertainty in myself. But I can look at myself now in certain clothing. I can look at myself in the mirror and I feel different about myself. Because, there was a point in time where I hated how I looked. I hated how I felt about myself. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm so much further than where I was. Let's see here. I crave something sweet every day. I'm addicted to apples and sugar-free peanut butter and mangoes. I just hope it doesn't stall my weight. Do you eat fruit often? I eat like the low sugar fruits. It's gonna be like berries, like raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. I eat them every now and then. There was like a time when I was eating them every day because them things was busting. But now not so much. Not as much as I was. If you could change one thing about this journey, what would it be? As I stated before, I would have made sure that I followed a pre-op diet. I would have done what I needed to do to lose the weight that my surgeon, specified because I only had 10 pounds that he told me I needed to lose before my surgery. I gained 11. So I wish that I would have held myself to a higher standard. I wish I would have pushed myself. I wish I wouldn't have allowed myself to just eat as I pleased and as I may, for those 10 months prior to my surgery. That is one thing that I hate that I didn't do.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Because I felt like I didn't hold myself accountable. And there's so many of you guys who your surgeon is very strict about this. And if you don't lose the weight, then you can't have your surgery. I am blessed that my surgeon looked at my pre-existing condition of PCOS and, equated that to me not losing weight. But I'm lucky because there's some of you guys who have PCOS and are still required to lose that weight. I'm just blessed that the Most High was like, no, it's her time to have the surgery. Let's get it done. What was your hardest part of the journey and how did you get through it? For me, the hardest part of this journey is working through the emotional baggage that I've been unpacking for 6 months now. There's just a lot of things that you don't deal with when you don't have to do it, out of sight, out of mind. And for me, it was buried back behind all this food that I was eating. And so now that I can't eat all this food and I can't, hide it, I have to deal with it. So, actually buckling down and deciding to go to therapy, that actually that's a milestone for me because in so many aspects I had chose, not to go to therapy because I didn't feel like I needed it because food was my way of coping. And so now that I don't have that, I'm definitely having to deal with a lot of my trauma, relive a lot of past experiences that have just been buried in the back corners of my mind that I have to deal with. That's the hardest part for me. But I wouldn't change it for anything. I don't regret my journey. I don't regret where I've come from because, dealing with certain things, it's freeing me as a person. It's allowing me to breathe. It's like a weight lifted off of my shoulders. I don't feel as heavy. Not only do I not feel as heavy physically, I don't feel as heavy mentally. At what phase did you realize you could eat more? I feel like around maybe 4 months post-op, I felt like I was eating a little more. I still can't eat more than 2 ounces. There's some days when I can eat, more than others. There's some things I could eat more than others. Of course, things like this, I could eat, I could probably eat this whole bag today. But it's all about having that self-control. But I can't eat anywhere between more than an ounce and a half to 2 ounces a day. Like the other day, I surprised myself. I got a half Green Goddess salad from Panera Bread, and I ate the whole thing. But then there's other days where I wouldn't be able to eat it. I don't know. I think it just depends on what it is and the day and the time and whatever my stomach is feeling like doing that day. Let's see here. How many pounds did you lose in month 2? In month 2, I lost 13.2 pounds. And I have 2 questions left. How were you able to lose the required amount of weight before your surgery? I didn't. As I stated, I was irresponsible and didn't hold myself accountable. I ate what I wanted to eat. I did what I wanted to do. And I had a 10-month-long food funeral where I ate what I wanted to eat and I didn't lose the weight. And like I said, luckily I was blessed enough with a surgeon who was able to chalk it up to my pre-existing health conditions. Do not do like I did because your circumstances, your surgeon, everybody is different. Everybody's surgeon is not going to say, all right, well, you didn't lose your weight. Not only did you not lose your weight, you gained your weight. So we're going to let you have surgery. In some instances, they might be like, you know what? We're not having the surgery until you lose the weight that I've told you to lose because I don't believe that you're going to benefit from the surgery because you're not doing what you're asked to do. Listen, when I say the Most High was on my side when it came to that, because your girl did not do what she was supposed to do, period. Do as you're instructed to do by your surgeon. Last but not least, Which week or stage was the hardest and why? I feel like I'm going to be grumpy drinking those protein shakes. For me, the little bit of the pre-op, phase that I did do was the hardest for me because I still had the free will to eat what I wanted to eat. Even though I was on a liquid diet, I was still eating things I wasn't supposed to eat. Like, listen, the night before my surgery, I sat at my mom's house because I went to go see my sister and my niece and love on everybody. And my sister was eating Doritos. Do y'all know I sucked on 3 Doritos sitting there? I ain't supposed to be eating none of that. I'm having a major surgery in less than 12 hours, and I'm sitting there sucking on Doritos. So that was the hardest for me because there was no accountability factor. After the surgery, you have your stomach. You don't want to rupture your staples. You don't want to do anything to make yourself sick. So you have that accountability factor. Prior to the surgery, you would just be out here eating whatever. And I was. And I forgot all about that Dorito thing until just now. Like, literally. My sister's like, you want one? I'm like, I'm about to have a major surgery. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're right. And then, we went on talking. And I was like, yeah, give me one. And I literally was sitting there sucking on 3 Doritos like an asshole. A whole asshole out here. That's why I didn't lose no weight, because I didn't have any self-control. Neither here nor there. That's for another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this really long video. We are at 40 minutes now. Lord, I have talked myself into a dry mouth coma. I hope you guys enjoyed these questions that I've answered. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. You could have been anywhere else on this planet, but you choose to be here with me on my journey. Come on in for the hug. If you haven't already and would like to be, please make sure to join my YouTube. I want somebody to call the police on me. Join my Facebook group, One Bite at a Time, over on Facebook. I will link my link tree in the description box below, where you can find the link to my group. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for being here, and I'll check you cool cats and dogs later. Bye.